Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Raw review. So post Raw Mania, we got an annoying crowd, a boisterous crowd, a crowd that's trying to get themselves over. So, we all know about that. This show really, for after Mania, especially because Mania was... I don't really want to say it was a letdown because I wasn't expecting much. I mean, I always expect Mania to be decent despite the build, and it was decent. It was okay. But I think we should have gotten a lot more from Raw. I mean, people always say, oh, the Raw after Mania is always so much better than actual Mania. I mean, we got a few, debuts. A re-debut from Bobby Lashley. But, I mean, other than that, everything felt the same here on this show. So, I mean, here, let's take it from the top, basically. We had Ronda Rousey. Stephanie wants to, put the water under the bridge. And Rousey came out smiling, and Stephanie's talking, she's smiling, and then Stephanie goes to shake Rousey's hand. She goes in to shake the hand, gives her a hug, and then it turns into her serious face. I get that was used as a way of trying to show that Rousey's trying to trick Stephanie by oh, everything is fine, and it's not fine. But she's always smiling all the time. And I even said this at Mania. You're coming to the ring, it's a big feud, you're angry at Stephanie, angry at Triple H, and you're smiling your ass off. You're making sure you're slapping every hand on the way down. I mean, enough is enough already. She's gotta, get it together. Her Mania match was really good. She amazed me at how great she was and everything, and I was happy that she was doing well. I said, I don't like Rousey as a person, but, I guess she's a pretty decent wrestler. Not bad for the match that she was involved in. But, she's the smiling when she said, over the weekend that she's happy she lost her last 2 UFC fights, because then she wouldn't have, who in their right mind would be happy to lose something? It's just not programmed, into us as humans. We don't like to lose. Even somebody who's as humble as fucking pie is not going to like losing. Who enjoys losing? Do people, go into the fucking NBA and say, hey, if I win or lose, it doesn't matter to me. I'll be like, come on! And even if she does feel that, she shouldn't fucking verbalize it. She shouldn't fucking admit to it. So she puts Stephanie in the armbar. She already had it in a brace. And I noticed they haven't been saying that her arm is broken, which is... Why are they not trying to put her arm over as broken? I mean, are they trying to show that Stephanie is so tough, her arm's made out of fucking steel? I wouldn't be surprised, because, it's just, with something with Stephanie, why is it so hard for it to seem like somebody could harm Stephanie, that it had to take years and years that only Ronda Rousey was able to do it, another girl? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. McMahon used to get beat up all the time, but Stephanie's fucking Teflon. Can't touch her. Nia Jackson introduced her partner. It was Ember Moon. Ember, this is the first time I'm seeing her since the Rumble. She's got a good look to her. This girl, fucking running around the ring a million miles an hour doing a fucking... spot after spot after spot. I mean, do we really need another wrestler like this? She's got a good look. The entrance is awesome. I never saw her full-fledged entrance with the hood and everything. Looks like fucking Shinobi, if, people remember that fucking old Genesis game. I thought it was a cool entrance, but I mean, another wrestler that just runs around and is hitting fucking 10,000 moves a minute. not selling anything. I mean, again, it's like, how many wrestlers are we going to get like this? That are just, you know, cross-body, running into the ropes, drop kick, hitting a stiff kick. I mean, it's like, it's getting to the point where almost everybody has the same moveset because they're all hitting fucking 50 moves per match. And the interesting thing is she pinned Alexa Bliss. They weren't even going to protect her or anything, but, you know, I think she's got a good look to her, Ember Moon. The Smarks love her ass. I mean, like, you know, I don't know if they literally love her ass, but they love her, you know. Braun Strowman relinquishes the belts backstage. They have the kid, Nicholas, say, you know, when he gets out of the fourth grade, someone's going to get these hands, you know, oh, how cute, oh, how great. I mean, that was the thing that Strowman said. It's because the kid's got to go back to school. He can't be on the road defending the titles. So now we're going to get a tag title tournament. I mean, what the fuck was the point of doing that the previous night at Mania? What was the point of doing that on Sunday if you were just going to take the belts off of them anyway? I mean, I don't get it. And you could have had Elias, Rey Mysterio. You could have put Bobby Lashley to debut here. He could have been the person sitting in the crowd. He could have been the fan, right? You know, Hulk Hogan, for fuck's sakes. Now, imagine the Superdome. The last time they were there, the reaction for Hogan when he hosted WrestleMania 30. Can you imagine the reaction for Hogan if he came out during that segment for that match? Would have been explosive. No Way Jose came out. What? Isn't this the same gimmick that they gave to Adam Rose? Oh, they're not rosebuds. They're just like doing the fucking mambo or whatever the fuck that shit is. I mean, really? We're like, what was that, like 3-4 years ago with Adam Rose? That fucking disaster? And it's pretty much the same character? We're dancing, more dancing gimmicks? I mean, haven't we had our fill? Hey, I thought this was supposed to be the super serious wrestling era. Now we're back to fucking, hey, get him down with our bad self. You're dancing and shit. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Especially after this shit failed the first time, we're going back to it again. Well, he wins here. And, you know, No Way Jose, is this guy even, like, popular in NXT? But they bring him up anyway. The Revival defeated Gallows and Anderson. These guys just keep trading victories back and forth, but they advance in the tag title tournament. I don't know what's going to every single... It's like after Mania, right? These are supposed to be fresh matches. We're getting the same matches. That's what I'm saying. What's so great about the Raw after Mania? I'm not seeing it. Seth Rollins comes out for his victory speech. Balor comes out, all decked out in his OBGT gear. I'm not even going to touch that one. He says he wants to be the first one to challenge for the belt. The Miz wants his title back. He comes out. They challenge them to a handicap match, but Jeff Hardy returns. Jeff Hardy is wearing his rainbow shit as well. I know he started like the rainbow thing first, but he was more rainbow than ever tonight. That had to be a coincidence, I guess. So he comes into the ring, and then the Miz and the Miztourage bail out. So that was a bit anticlimactic. I mean, instead of having a big brawl, they just bail out for Jeff's return. Mandy Rose defeated Sasha Banks. Sasha's like completely buried here. Bayley accidentally hit her on the outside, and you know, does anybody care anymore? I mean, about this feud? I thought they were going to have a one-on-one match, and then, you know, it didn't happen at Mania. They're just involved in the Battle Royal anyway. There's, I mean, you know, this is your match after Mania, I guess. You know, great one, guys. I mean, the crowd's totally out of control. They're giving me a fucking headache, and these matches are just fucking boring. Nothing's going on here at all. The storylines are non-existent. Paige makes a retirement speech after the match. You know, it seemed like she was waiting a while to announce this. We already knew that she was going to probably retire, and conveniently, it's after Mania, so I guess they were saving it. So, you know, Paige made a great speech here. I mean, it's really sad that she has to retire so young. And the thing is, what's driving me crazy is the fact that, you know, she's talking about Daniel Bryan returning. And they were driving Daniel Bryan back with the backlash and everything like that. People are still getting kicked in the head. You've got Ember Moon kicking people as hard as she fucking can, you know, running around the ring at 1,000,000 miles per hour. We're still seeing dangerous spots, and yet the girl's standing here in the middle of the ring talking about how her neck is preventing her from wrestling anymore. As she wrestles more, she could probably get paralyzed, I would think. So, we have this speech here. But then there's still matches on Raw with all this dangerous shit going on, with very amateurish, you know, ring work. You know what I'm saying? With people just doing dangerous shit without taking care of their opponent. And I guess we're supposed to ignore all this. We're supposed to be here having a moment of sympathy for Paige, but then we're seeing the very same things that led to this situation occurring on the same show. Shows how much they care, right? Elias is doing a performance in the ring, and Lashley returns ahead of schedule. You know, people were predicting that this guy wasn't going to show up until next year. This is why we don't listen to the dirt sheets. So Lashley comes back. I'm surprised he didn't come back to his old theme. I actually like his old theme, but Lashley's back, and hey, I mean, this is great. This is exactly what we need. Finally, somebody that looks like a star is fucking back. I mean, again, Elias gets destroyed. I mean, he already got his ass kicked at Mania. He's getting his ass kicked again, but anyway, I'm happy to see this man here, Lashley. This will add greatly to it now. The only thing is we just have to wait and see how horribly he's going to get booked, right? Because we all know that every single person on the roster, you know, nothing ever good happens. There's nothing worth looking forward to. Because every time we look forward to something, we're always sadly disappointed, right? So we just have to basically be realistic here. How are they going to book him this shit? Come on, folks. How horrible are they going to book the guy? I mean, honestly. It's just like, it's a matter of time. It's like a countdown, basically. How long before they ruin him? I mean, the same thing is like, you guys are so happy when, at least they didn't put him in NXT. At least they did not put his ass in NXT. You could at least say that. I'm happy that they at least forewent the whole NXT process and pretending like this guy who's had so many years in the business isn't developmental. Because they did that shit with Bobby Roode and everybody, and these guys are like in the business for like 2 fucking decades, and they're treating them like they're newbies. Kurt Angle was backstage. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens walked in on him, and they were asking for an opportunity on Raw. Kurt Angle says that he hears that TNA is hiring, and I was very shocked that they finally said, you know, those controversial letters, because they avoided saying TNA for so fucking long. I mean, we saw some footage last night in a video package for AJ and Nakamurphy, with AJ, you know, with the TNA title, with the NWA title, and you know, it looks like they're easing into accepting that TNA exists now. Despite what everybody else says, I agree. You don't want to give free promotion to your competitors. I'm not really so much for mentioning them on the air. I mean, it does sound silly that, you know, AJ just kind of showed up out of the fucking blue. You know, like, we're not making like he was in this company for years and years. I mean, you know, you can't say he was in Japan, but we all know where he spent the majority of his career. So they're going to have a match tonight, and whoever wins gets a Raw contract. The Authors of Pain came out and defeated Slater and Rhino. Once again, you know, I like Slater a lot. He was on the mic, you know, saying he had kids, and they're not even in the tag title tournament. So, you know, I don't understand. So why wasn't this just a tournament match then? Exactly, you know, they say, you know, when they say in the promos that this is what I mean, like, yeah, they were the first SmackDown Tag Champs. So why are they being treated so horribly? Anyway, the Authors of Pain come out with Paul Ellering, and then they kick Paul Ellering to the curb. I don't understand that. You have a chance to have a legend on Raw to bring this virtually unknown tag team. Oh, we know them from NXT. Okay, well, everybody else doesn't know them. So you might want to keep them around, you know, just for the sake of, you know, kind of helping everybody else kind of digest this new team. But no, they're already getting rid of this legend that could aid them so much on the mic and everything. But nope, don't want to have them. And I guess this probably might be true. Wade Keller is saying that McMahon doesn't like managers. I don't know. I disagree. I like managers. I think they could greatly add to somebody, especially if they're lacking charisma or mic skills. But the Authors of Pain look good. I mean, I'm all for this. Like I said, I'm happy that we've got Lashley, the Authors of Pain. Finally, some guys that actually look like legit wrestlers. Roman Reigns got on the mic. The crowd is booing the shit out of him. Oh, Reigns is a terrible worker. You know, he's selling his ass off for Brock last night, despite, you know, Brock, you know, really trying to fucking screw him over, busting him open and everything in that controversial match. But, oh no, Roman Reigns is terrible. Here he is on the mic, doesn't stutter once, cuts a nice little promo. Oh, he's horrible on the mic. Yeah, okay, so, you know, it gets to a point when we're just kind of breaking with reality and we're just hating because we just want to hate on him. Like I said, you know, I don't like Ronda Rousey, but I give her credit where credit's due. She put on a good match, and that's all there is to it. I mean, we can admit, even if we don't like somebody, when they're doing a good job. Somehow you guys don't want to do this. So Samoa Joe returned. I almost forgot how great it was, you know, not having this guy around. Because he's back to cutting the same generic promos, like one-dimensional as shit, monotone voice. Guys, I don't like Samoa Joe at all. I really don't. I don't see what people like about this fat slob. You know, he's got like, he has his chest all out there and everything, shirtless and everything. This guy looks like fucking shit. He really does. I mean, every single fucking night he comes out there, he looks like he eats a whole fucking box of Twinkies. He's all flabby. He sounds bad on the mic. He sounds like a fucking cartoon character. I mean, really one-dimensional, no personality, anything like that. He's been doing the same shtick for fucking 20 years already. I mean, it's enough is enough already. I mean, really. It's like, we gotta, Joe, you gotta break out the box already. You know this shit. You cut in the same one-dimensional promos. Oh, you're gonna kill somebody. You're gonna put them to sleep. You've been saying the same stuff now for, let's be more realistic, 15 years. More than 15 years already, actually. What since like 2002? You know, I'm sorry, Stone Cold likes you, but I don't. I don't really see anything appealing about you. You really are. You're out of shape. You don't look good. You don't sound good either. I'm sorry. I don't see what the appeal is with this guy. He wants to wrestle Reigns at Backlash. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt tagging together in the tournament. They defeat the Titus Worldwide. I like having these two together. It's interesting, but I feel like they should do more to explain this relationship. I know that they probably think that because, you know, they're so bizarre that they don't have to do that, but they forget that they're also telling a story, and that's the whole point of the broken Matt gimmick, the woken Matt gimmick, is that you're supposed to, tell a story here, basically. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fought to a no contest, a very lame ending, where they can't answer the 10 count, on the mat. They both fail to get to their feet in time, and they both don't get a Raw contract. And I mean, okay. So I don't understand here. Maybe they are going to send them back to NXT. Or they'll just get another opportunity at Backlash, or they'll get another opportunity at this greatest Royal Rumble thing that's going to happen in Saudi Arabia. I really doubt they're going back to NXT. They're probably going to find something for these guys to do on the roster. Janitor, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying. Chauffeur for Sami Zayn. I mean, honestly, I'd say to put Kevin Owens in fucking catering, but the guy'd probably eat everything off the fucking table. The trays would be fucking empty. There'd be no food for the other wrestlers. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy run into each other backstage. This was actually a really funny segment. Bray Wyatt hugs Jeff Hardy, calls him Brother Nero. Jeff says that he left a message for Matt, but it must have gotten deleted. I mean, I thought they were funny with the wordplay here. It was an enjoyable segment. The crowd seemed to like it, even though the crowd's a bunch of annoying fucking assholes. And in the main event, we had Jeff Hardy, Balor, and Seth Rollins, and they defeated Miz and the Miztourage. And they beat them and everything, and really awkward. Like, they do their finishers again, like after the match. Just felt like overkill, and it didn't go anywhere. And this is the night after WrestleMania, and this is your main event. Like, are we moving forward? I thought after Mania, everything is supposed to reset, and we get like new, fresh material. And we're still seeing the same old lame Miztourage tag matches. We're still seeing these plain same matches. We're still seeing the Revival versus Gallows and Anderson for the 12th time in a row. I mean, I thought the Raw after Mania is supposed to be so great. I don't see it being so great. It seemed kind of fucking lazy, to be quite honest. I mean, the show is supposed to be like the new stuff coming in, all the new wrestlers and everything, and it was great to see Lashley. That was like one of the highlights, but I mean, really not a lot of highlights here. So it was kind of boring. Brock Lesnar wasn't there again. See, this is what I'm saying about the new contract. Signs a new contract, he's already not there the next night, so obviously the contract sucks fucking dick. Just saying. I am so sick and tired of like them signing him to these deals. They give him the belt, They want him to be the big star. Oh, he's the draw. Where is he? You know what I'm saying? He was just there at me. I mean, it's like I said, he's not that much of a draw. He really isn't. Because he's not even there most of the nights anyway. So what the fuck is the point? So if he's a draw, so people are going to watch this show and then they're not going to watch the shows that he's not on. As opposed to having him there all the time. Maybe that would be better. People knew he was there all the time. Maybe the ratings would be slightly better. But the product is so shit, it's not going to matter if Brock is there or not. So there you go, guys. There's your Raw review. I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about. Ember Moon, yay. Lashley's back. I said that was good. No way, Jose. Who gives a fuck? Samoa Joe's back. I mean, honestly, go eat a box of Twinkies and you'll get the same fucking experience. I mean, honestly, I mean, what do you guys want me to say? I mean, what do you want? You want a shoe? I mean, what do you want? You want a slipper? I mean, what the fuck what do you want? I don't know, you know? You guys want, like, fucking papers? What do you want me to say? I mean, I don't know what to say. What do you say? What do you do? I don't know. I mean, this wasn't that good. Go after me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Crowd's annoying. This is another thing. Crowd, it's like in your ear the whole fucking time, annoying the fucking shit out of you. I don't know, guys. This has been your Raw review. This has been your YWC chant. Signing out.